has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Las Vegas Raiders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Love. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
A second down throw for Love, escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Intended for Josh.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
For the Raiders.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 32 that time. They took a real chance there, throwing deep from their own end zone.
Yeah, just think about it this way. If you take that shot, which they just did, you're giving those pass rushers an extra chance to get you. Your escape hatch behind you is gone because the end line is there. Yet at the same time, they took the gamble, and boy, did it pay off.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start with the option. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Love now on second down. Dancing to his left. A good decision in the end. The pull and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Love now to pass on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards. Also, AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in the defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Powers through it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action. Love to throw. Oh, pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. From the shotgun, Wilson. And pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And now Waller going to have a chance to run this. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
47-yard.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Josh Jacobs.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Love. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Las Vegas.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. throwing is Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And that's who he was. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun. Love. Turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
On for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. and 2. Now Wilson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Hooper. It's 3rd down and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because, you know, Coach.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard. And they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Following the interception, Love sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
45-yard line.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Josh Jacobs.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Flush to his right. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28.
First and 10 at the 26-yard.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Throwing again. Love. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Darius sliding with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turn the ball.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Good job.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Just short of the goal line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken in the end zone. This return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 3rd and long for Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Love back to it here after the pick six. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, Love. He's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. As he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Love. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Well, that'll bring up 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Tanner Muse make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. To throw is Wilson. They shakes it. And pressure gets to him again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And out.
here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And we'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action. Love to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. One last shot now for Love. Flush to his right. He'll run it.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in